Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in and checking out my latest video. Now, today's video is going to be talking about the upcoming matchup between Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez versus Rungvisai, the highly anticipated rematch. Now, going into this first fight, many people picked Roman Gonzalez to win. Rungvisai was a massive underdog. However, a lot of people who picked Roman Gonzalez to breathe through him never even saw Rungvisai fight, so they never saw some of the skills that he possesses as a fighter, such as his physical strength. He's a good body puncher, straight left hand. He's a southpaw, can take a punch, aggressive, really a gritty fighter. So he's got a lot of physical skills that he brings to the table as a fighter. Now, Roman Gonzalez, of course, when we look at him as a fighter, this is a guy who's extremely aggressive, has his high guard, throws a ton of punches, good, basically, punch variety, uses his jab well. He does a lot of things very well. He has good balance. So these are just, Roman Gonzalez really is a very, very technical fighter and a very well-rounded. And a lot of people, including myself, were surprised he lost this fight. However, when you go back and look at this fight, what made it so entertaining throughout the whole matchup is when you look at the start Roman Gonzalez got off to, he got dropped early, he got headbutted, he was cut. Really, he could not start the first 3 rounds of that fight any worse, in my opinion. He had to overcome a lot of adversity, and he really showed to me the heart of a true champion and what makes Roman Gonzalez so special as a fighter. A really great moment of that fight was everything's gone wrong for Roman Gonzalez. He's going into the 12th round, blood gushing down his face. He just comes out and charges right after Rungvisai and literally makes Rungvisai run away from him at one point of that round. Rungvisai actually has to hold, and it's just crazy to see because, like, everything that happened throughout the fight, he ended up coming back. Mentally, it shows his toughness. And both of these guys, you got to respect the effort that they put out. So many punches thrown, high action fight. I actually thought Roman Gonzalez slightly won that fight, in my opinion. I believe the judges got it wrong, but that's Rungvisai. You got to give him a ton of credit. Great story, the way he came from extreme poverty, eating garbage. This is a guy who really, it's not his problem that the judges made a mistake. He put on a brilliant effort, and he must be commended for that. Now, when I look at this encounter, and I look at some of the advantages that both of these guys have over one another, let's talk about Roman Gonzalez and the advantages he has in this fight. So Roman Gonzalez has better hand speed. He's better on his feet as well. He has better balance. Also, Roman Gonzalez has better punch variety, better defense as well. Better, basically, he actually holds a lot of the advantages in this matchup. Now, however, Rungvisai, when you look at him as a fighter, what he has advantage-wise, physically, I think he's a stronger fighter of the two. I also think his strength-wise, he's a more powerful fighter. I also believe that applies to his punching power as well. Because of the size difference of these two fighters, I believe Rungvisai will have the power punching advantage in this matchup. And also, I think that Rungvisai has the advantage in terms of durability, not necessarily stamina-wise. What I mean by that is I think he can take way more damage than Roman Gonzalez can just due to his size. And that's very important in a type of fight like this where it can be an all-out war like the first encounter was. Now, when I look at some keys to this fight and what both of these guys have to do to win, let's first start off with some keys for Roman Gonzalez. So in my opinion, he needs to control the center of the ring and he needs to be the aggressor. Also, another thing that Roman, I thought some mistakes he made in the last encounter was one major one was when they're kind of standing on the inside trading, Roman Gonzalez a lot of times will land these really nice combinations and step back or move to the side and kind of be out of range after that at times. But in this fight, he just stood there against a man who is bigger than him, and that's really his game. And I thought that he could have mixed up his movement a little bit better, and it would have helped out defensively against Rungvisai. And I thought he played too much into that game of just standing there, being a stationary target, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, he had a lot of success in the fight in doing so, but I just think that's something that if he can improve on in the rematch, I think it will pay dividends for Roman Gonzalez. Now, when you look at Rungvisai and what he wants to do in this matchup, in my opinion, he needs to push Roman Gonzalez back, make him fight off the back foot. You saw early in the fight, he had Roman Gonzalez on the ropes. He does very good work, Rungvisai does, when he has his opponent backed up. And with his physical strength, I believe that Rungvisai needs to make it a fight where he's very gritty. He's backing up Roman Gonzalez, and he's going to have to make it a very physical fight like he did the last encounter because skill-wise, he does not have the same sort of skills that Roman Gonzalez has as a fighter, in my opinion. Now, when I look at this matchup, guys, and ultimately, my prediction for this fight, I think that Roman Gonzalez is going to win this fight. Of course, he lost his undefeated record. It's going to be a huge motivating factor. I believe Roman Gonzalez is actually going to stop Rungvisai in this matchup. I think the experience from last fight is really going to help Roman Gonzalez. He was cut. Everything really went wrong with him. So I think Gonzalez is going to get off to a better start in this fight. I think he's going to change up some things from his game, make some adjustments. He picked him apart a lot of the fight, Roman Gonzalez did on Rungvisai. And I think that in this matchup, he's just going to overwhelm him from the beginning and really take it to him. And I think that eventually he'll get a late stoppage in this fight because Rungvisai, as we saw, extremely tough fighter. However, I just think Roman Gonzalez is going to be extremely motivated for this encounter. He's going to mix things up and have a better game plan, I think, and not fight so much a Rungvisai's fight. So I got Roman Gonzalez with a late stoppage, let's say in the 9th round. Let me know what you guys think on this fight. What do you guys think on what do you guys want to see really next? Whoever wins this matchup, who do you guys want to see them fight? How did you guys have the first fight? Did you guys have Rungvisai winning the fight? Did you have Chocolatito winning the fight? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you tune in, guys, and check out this great matchup. All right, thank you very much, guys.